Well, hey, welcome back to episode 6. It looks a little different today. We've got one of our boys out of the states.
Ditched us.
Hopefully he's alive. I sent him a few snaps on Sunday, and I got a video back, but I know they're really iffy about their videos over in that southern country. So I just don't want to botch the name of it, so I'm just gonna the communist country.
We're just gonna avoid it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's well. So hopefully he's doing well. We were gonna put a shrine up for him and make a little bit, but God forbid something actually happened. That'd be looking back on it. That'd be pretty morbid.
Yeah.
So, but
get back to us, Nick.
Yeah, we miss you, but your seat's kind of comfy. So I'm going to be in Nick's seat for today. We've got our tech guy back, no longer on OT. He's in my captain's chair, rocking the hot mic. How you doing, big guy?
Hi there.
Hey, we finally have a mic for Adam. So this is fun. You've probably heard him in the background in some clips in some of our podcast episodes, but now he's here. He's rocking the computer for me, and
blasting the soundboard.
That's true. And now bang, bang, bang. And now we have swapped out cameras, so there will be no issues for battery unless my phone dies. So I shouldn't have spoken into existence. No, it's at 80. So
should be good.
Should be. Got a lot of cool stuff that happened between now and our last episode. Episode 5 should be up by the time this goes up. There should be no way. It's just been wonderful week at the Holmes household. Lost our AC for a few days there, so I have not been editing because my room is a sauna. But we're good. We're back. We got the AC. I think it should be a matter of minutes to get that video up. But a lot of cool stuff. Like I said, NFL preseason week 1 has concluded. Some more stories there. Other sports have had some more updates, which we'll get into. But I guess just to start it off, huh? You watch any NASCAR recently?
I have not, mostly because I'm not as redneck as you.
That's okay. I don't watch it religiously, but I like to see the highlights. And
you and Blake, Blake, you, 50 feet of crap, me.
Hold on. I feel like Blake definitely, probably, more than likely, without a doubt, is actually a fan.
He 1000% is. He had a Bobby Labonte themed room.
Well, I had a Jeff Gordon themed room, but like I still didn't know how it worked.
Yeah, but Jeff Gordon was like cream of the crop, you know.
Yeah, that's like NASCAR's Tom Brady.
Who was a Bobby Labonte fan? Like
a dedicated fan.
That's a dedicated fan. NASCAR
that's
fan.
That's for sure. So I'm not sure where the race was, but 19-year-old Connor Zilisch won the most recent race that was on Saturday the 9th. It's his 6th win on the season, apparently. So fantastic. Must be the next Jeff Gordon reincarnate, I guess. Had a little incident this weekend. He was getting ready to celebrate after his 6th win, and whoa, that's interesting. Adam, pull up that video for us. So he's in victory lane. He's getting ready to celebrate, and take a look. Take a look at what goes on here.
Go down to Mobile One Victory Lane, Dylan.
Has to be an energy drink. No way he's 21. They're celebrating. And down he goes. Down goes Frazier.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, I mean, what better way to celebrate your 6th win than with a broken collarbone?
Yeah, that's a great way to end your season right there.
Well, fun fact about that, he did undergo surgery to repair that collarbone, but he's unsure if he'll race in Talladega next week. He will have, in my opinion. It's questionable.
Concussed.
Well,
he was out.
He has, if they allow him to, he could pull off the best Ricky Bobby and just get right back in there and just Talladega Nights it. You know what I'm talking about?
Of course. Come on.
Fantastic
Great movie. Oh, my goodness.
But hey, good for Connor. Yeah,
his foot gets stuck
in like the netting.
Yeah, but he didn't break his ankle there, did he?
I don't think so. The only report I saw was the collarbone.
Ouch.
Speaking of almost breaking an ankle, I was actually at the Bears-Dolphins game this Sunday, and boy, let me tell you, I'm rocking the Asics right now for the cloud cushion. Fantastic when you're walking, but after a few brews and shallow stairs, boy, are they a tripping hazard. Like, I probably looked like I just had weak legs for the entire second half of the game. I'm like walking down the stairs trying not to fall, and I'm like, I'm fine. I just cannot manage these stairs.
You're at a Chicago sporting event. You look like any other fan at a stadium at 1:00 in the afternoon.
I will say, I have never been to like first of all, a preseason game, but it kind of makes me realize how thankful I am for football season in the Midwest, because every time I've gone, it's been like freezing cold, and I hate it. But I went to a game that was no clouds in the sky, 90 degrees, and rocking the worst. So I'm still kind of a little burnt. I don't know if you could see it with all these bright white lights, but I was very cooked.
See, I've always wanted to go to a Buffalo Bills game when it's snowing.
Oh God, yeah.
That would be such a blast.
And that's football weather.
Yeah,
That's-
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the American dream right there.
Oof. Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, hey, speaking of NFL and preseason, I guess we should just get right into the week 1 highlights, the lows, some of our takes here. I've got a few different players written down. I didn't write down any like scores or anything, but we'll get into some of my preseason.
48-18.
I do have. Okay. we'll start there.
He said I had to.
That's fine.
We are so back, chat.
It's-
I'm delusional.
Yeah.
But what a game that was.
Yeah, we kind of got to watch that. Well, at least I got to watch some of it live, but we got to watch the highlights on our Twitch stream. We weren't watching it on stream, but we were watching it off on the TV there.
You guys got to go check it out. We'll
That's
stream
true.
again soon.
That's true. Yeah, watch us rebuild the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, the most confusing team in the NBA. Are they mid? Are they not mid? Who knows?
Yeah, well, according to our stream, they're not that mid, but they can't finish. So, not to give any spoilers, please go take a look at it.
We don't win the finals in the first stream. All right, let's not kid ourselves.
Although we were runner-ups in the play-in tournament. So
yeah, we are.
Yeah. Hang that banner.
were.
Hang that
Let's
banner.
go. Come on.
Yeah. No.
Fallen Indianapolis Colts. AFC Championship runner-up.
We
but
try
for
every year.
Yeah, darn right.
We try
do.
every year.
Darn right.
Yeah, no, but that Commanders Patriots game, I know there was a few takeaways there, let alone the blowout. But where'd it go? Travion Henderson, your rookie, wide receiver?
Running back.
Got it. Yeah, Travion Henderson had a huge 100-yard kick return within the opening seconds of the game. Didn't do much otherwise. I mean, 3 catches.
He had 3 catches. He probably played a drive about.
Sure. No, definitely.
And, he had 3 catches for 12 yards and I think 1 carry for 18. I mean, he was about as good as you'd want him to be for the limited action he was out there. So, very excited. We drafted him for his athleticism. I kind of needed a more athletic guy in the backfield because Ramondre is more of a I'm going to run you over kind of guy.
Well, and kind of a liability sometimes. He had some fumbles last year.
He did have a lot of issues, but, I'm not going to fully blame him when the O-line is made of Swiss cheese.
True.
So that offensive line was horrendous. So we'll see with Will Campbell and Jared Wilson, Bradbury, Morgan Moses, all those guys.
Fair.
See how that helps out Ramondre because he did not have a lot of help.
And I like Stevenson.
It's a great return. I mean, my goodness, that's great cutback. Supposedly he was running like 21.0 something miles an hour here. He was hauling.
Yeah. What a play! It like he said in the article Adam pulled up there, he was surprised himself that he was able to return one.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing that surprised me was they blocked.
Here's what surprised me, and that was going to be kind of my question here. So I don't know if you looked into the stats for that game, like in depth. So he's got a 100-yard kick return. Mm-hmm. Then Antonio Gibson had a 62-yard kick return.
I did see that. I was like, I had known about the Henderson return, but when I was looking at final stats, I saw we averaged like 60 yards a kick return.
That's true.
And we had like 3 or 4. I was like, I'm sorry, what else happened? And
New
so
England?
I looked at Gibson, and he also almost took one to the house. So
New England had 187 kick return yards.
Insane.
Averaged 62.5.
Insane.
Which I guess has to beg the question, looking at the season, is New England special teams going to take the league by storm? Or is
Washington's is that bad?
It's literally.
I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also the first game, right? And sometimes stuff happens. So usually when you allow a team to have multiple returns like that, it's more telling that one team is just incompetent more so than the team is just that good.
For sure.
So, but
Well,
but
fool me
yeah, I
once.
mean, I think regardless, to have two great returns, especially out of Henderson, Gibson, that's great. But the guy we drafted, love to see it, and he's gonna be a lot of fun to watch.
Well, that'll be an interesting division because if for any reason Washington does struggle on special teams throughout the year, I mean, think about it. Philly, I don't know who they'd put back there to return kicks, but Dallas, the Giants. I mean, I can only think of Malik Neighbors maybe. I don't know about Dallas. It'd have to be one of the running backs. Have to be. Maybe Deuce.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably put Deuce back there.
Yeah, let him go.
So, but I have no idea about the Giants because who cares about the Giants?
Fair enough.
Saquon. No. But yeah, no. It'll be interesting to see how Washington handles things, but I just chalk it up to just one bad game.
True.
I'm sure they're going to clean it up. I have no idea how they did last year, but regardless, Jaden Daniels, dude's a beast. They're going to be really good this year.
Yeah, no. More offensive weapons there, so
You could send us over Terry for that loss, though.
Although I
as
think
a consolation prize
I think there's some rumors the contract's coming. I think it's around $28 million a year
for Terry.
for Terry.
We'll give you 30,
You heard him.
32, 34, 36. I'll do whatever it takes to get two good receivers.
Well,
Probably not that crazy. Let's not ruin the franchise.
Yeah, well, Robert Kraft, you heard him. Pay the man. Pay the man.
Pay him. Come on, Bobby.
Yeah, so I know that was one of the first games there, but the very first game for the preseason that I was looking at was the Browns and their win over Carolina. I got to watch little Shadur Sanders.
We both did.
That's true.
We did get to watch a little bit of that game, and he looked pretty sharp for
A fifth-round pick.
for her Mickey Mouse fifth-round pick. Let's be honest, but he took Dylan Gabriel first. That's just astonishing to me. But
Sure.
whatever.
You can say what you want about his maturity level, and I mean, sure, there's probably some ways he could have handled his post-game remarks. I know he was talking about not being thrilled with his performance, and I thought that was a good take. Why be excited? It's Carolina, right? But he did.
Fair.
In the time he started, Shadur had a stat line of 14 completions out of 23 attempts, 138 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns. He had 106.8 passer rating, though he was sacked twice. I'm sure that's a significantly smaller number than it was at Colorado. And he did also have 4 rushes for 19 yards. So it's good to see he's able to get out of some of those sacks if he really...
Well, that's not what he was really known for.
No,
So
exactly.
That's interesting that he did get a few carries there, or ran a few times. So
Yeah.
could be telling of how bad their old line is. I have no idea if
It's not great.
I imagine it's not very good considering how bad they were last year. But yeah, I mean, he wasn't making. He really wasn't making mistakes. He was,
No.
he wasn't really throwing the ball deep, but he's making smart, quick decisions and showed a lot of maturity in the pocket. And he had a good first preseason game for who he is. So I think he'll be fun to watch, even though he's still 4th in the depth chart right now. Which
I'll
is,
give it time.
I get Pickett and Flacco are veterans, so I understand that. He's not worse than Dylan Gabriel. Just stop it. Dylan Gabriel's a bum. He should not be ahead of Shadur Sanders.
Oh, he's small.
But and Kenny Pickett's hands are small, so if we're gonna use that logic, put
No, it's
Shadur
fine.
too.
It made me laugh. I know. I think it was the end of the game. Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley got a few reps.
That's true. Legendary Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley.
There's also a picture. Whenever I go back to editing, I'll throw it in here and put it over us. But there's a picture of Joe Flacco, Deshaun Watson, and Dylan Gabriel on the bench. Joe Flacco is clearly smiling, almost maybe like happy crying a little bit. And then Deshaun Watson looks miserable, and Dylan Gabriel also just doesn't look very happy. So they could tell. Time's ticking, and
Gabriel's cooked. Watson, get ready to learn Chinese, buddy. You're about to be out.
A Shanghai shark.
Yeah, true. I'm sure you'll be put on IR. And then, is this the last year of his deal?
ooh, that I don't know. Can we look up Deshaun Watson's contract? Actually, that's a good point.
It's getting close, but
Yeah.
the second it expires, he's out.
Oh,
Done.
yeah,
No
nobody-
one, if you're stupid enough to pick him up, you don't deserve to win anything. because he is derailed.
Yeah, no, that was
Oof.
Deshaun Watson contract. But yeah, no, I know while he pulls that up, yeah, it'll be exciting to see. I think Shedeur has an oblique injury now that he's going to be nursing. I don't know if he will start. Whoa. Yeah, 5-year, $230 million. When did he sign that?
Yeah, that's the bigger question. I thought he signed it. Maybe it was only a couple years ago.
It definitely was a couple years. Well, Baker's been with the Baker's been with
year
the
3
Bucks.
with the Bucks?
2. Yeah, this will be year 3 for him, and then he had the
So this should be theoretically year
4.
4 for Deshaun. Okay, so there's 2 more years.
$230 million guaranteed.
That's insane for a man that's done jack squat for
Fully
him.
guaranteed. Yeah. So yep,
Unbelievable.
an $80 million cap hit next year. Oh my word.
That is horrendous. Oh, I guess that's guaranteed because there's still. Yeah, this is just the guaranteed portion of the
It's going to be 26% of the league cap. Wow.
That's so bad.
Hell, it's the Browns.
That's the Browns.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
No.
You know,
Oh,
that's
boy.
what you get for being Ohio State fans. So.
That's what you get for having your water
Yeah.
catch on fire every
thanks
few years.
Thanks for Henderson, but like,
Oh.
screw you, bums.
Well, yeah, no. Yeah, that's really about it I have for the Browns. I know moving on here, Jackson Dart also had a pretty decent start over there in Buffalo. Very high scoring preseason game. Jackson Dart, for the time he played, 12 completions out of 19 attempts, 154 passing yards, a passing touchdown, passer rating of 106. He also had 3 carries for 24 yards. So very, I guess if I was a New York fan, I'd be pleased with that. They all had a pretty good game. You know, Russell got he got the first team snaps there, and then Jameis came in after
Love this.
Dart, I'm pretty sure.
This is the best quarterback room in the NFL.
I'm excited. This, honestly, if they just did the Netflix quarterbacks and it's just the Giants locker room, I'd be a happy
It's
man.
electric. Tommy DeVito, come on, baby.
Oh, yeah, Tommy played too. That's right.
Illinois legend, Tommy DeVito, chat. So Tommy DeVito, Jameis Winston, and we've already discussed
Danger
our
Witch.
on Danger Witch, unlimited
Diarrhea.
That is without a doubt the craziest quarterback room of all time. You see, we should have done Hard Knocks on the Giants.
Oh,
Should have done it.
I'd agree.
I mean,
I'd agree.
I would much rather watch Jameis Winston on Hard Knocks.
The quarterback room?
I love me some Josh Allen, but you know
They messed up on easy views.
Seriously, yeah. I mean, we know what Buffalo's about. Like, what's the whole point of Hard Knocks with Buffalo? Can't beat Kansas City. That's the whole game plan. Like, beat Kansas City when it matters most.
True.
That's literally all they have to talk about.
True.
But
I know the Buffalo game was Saturday, so I think we're moving into the Saturday games.
Yep.
I'll wait on the one that we're going to talk about here for sure. But there were a few injuries this week. The one on Saturday that we could talk about. I mean, we're the game that we're wearing here. Vikings Rondell Moore is out for the season. Knee injury. I don't think they've disclosed what the injury is yet, but I was watching that play live, and he was returning a punt heading towards the sideline, and knee went down, and I can just tell. I mean, I did it in 3rd grade where I dislocated my growth plate in my knee. Now, I must have gotten lucky in that situation, but the way it looked, it had to have been a few CLs.
Did he get hit or
it was
just
on a
buckled?
tackle. It was on a tackle, and
Okay.
his knee kind of came down just like this, and off into the sidelines.
Well, RIP, and as y'all remember last week, you were talking about how he could take over for a higher position in the receiver
I
chart
did.
for y'all, and did not age well, unfortunately.
Well,
but
yeah.
hope you get better, Rondell. Bad luck, because this is actually 2 years in a row now. He's missed an entire year because of a knee injury. So
That's right.
Bro's a decent player. And
Yep.
hopefully he can see the field in 26.
So, and I know that last episode, like I mentioned, I brought up a few players who might take over that wide receiver 2 role for Jordan Addison during his suspension. Addison also had a really good, the first game there. I think it was 3 catches for 30 yards, which I think was all of the passing for JJ McCarthy. But I'm taking a look. I know I mentioned Jalen Naylor. He's not on my list today because I think he's got a roster spot. There's just no doubt in my mind. But take a look for Lucky Jackson. I mentioned him last week.
Phenomenal name.
He also had a pretty good game, but so did Ty Felton, who has been returning our punts and kicks.
Who?
He is a rookie from Maryland, and the reason I'm saying this is I'll share some videos on our X account, but with the Patriots and Vikings joint practice, Stephon Diggs has been taking time to talk with Ty Felton, help him with some mechanics. So I'm excited. I was a big Stephon Diggs fan. I've never not liked Stephon. You're rocking his H-Town jersey.
Darn right I am.
I have his Bills jersey. So whenever we're waiting for one of those days,
Just gotta collect the Infinity Stones of Stephon Diggs jerseys.
I'm just gonna just keep collecting the the discount clearance jerseys for players that are traded. So we can't beat a $20 jersey, dude.
You can't, not right now.
This was not. This was my hitman. I had to rock him in honor of what might be his last year. So we'll see. I hope we can send him out with something special. But I don't know. It's gonna be a tough year. We'll see. We'll see.
It's gonna be a tough year for sure.
Very tough year. Not as tough as Arizona had for their week preseason game here. They played Kansas City, and if you did not hear anything about that game, Greg Dortch fumbled the opening kick, and that allowed it was I think 2 or 3 plays there for Kansas City. It was Pacheco had an 8-yard run down to the 1-yard line. Patrick Mahomes 1-for-1, 1-yard passing touchdown.
Don't even remind me, because Chris Collinsworth, of course, was calling this game. And
now here's a guy.
Within the first 30 seconds of this game, he started to meet Ride Mahomes. He literally was glazing him for throwing that 1-yard touchdown pass.
That's Adam's favorite announcer, actually.
Chris Collinsworth?
Every time we're watching a game here, we just get excited because of the slide-in.
My word. Now here's a guy. Yeah.
He doesn't do it very much anymore.
No. He's letting us down.
Not since he left Al Michaels to
I think-
Scamazon.
Yeah. Well, Al Michaels went to Scamazon.
I know. He left him there. I mean, basically, he left him there. Like, he left him to go by himself. I mean, that's what I mean.
They kind of forced Al.
Yeah, it was the end of his
right?
contract. Yeah. But
Well, he should have took a cheaper contract to keep the pair together.
I'd agree.
No.
I love me some Al Michaels commentary too.
Yeah,
a man who
I
always
agree.
has a steak and I forget what else, but I think it's just a steak, maybe potato every game before he broadcasts. So
He's a simple man.
very
Just
simple. Man.
enjoys life that way. W.L. Michaels.
Yeah. So Arizona lost that game. Kyler Murray also threw an interception. So that's gonna be fun. The next Call of Duty that comes
I was
out.
gonna say it's not even November.
No. He's probably invested in all the new skins that are coming out though. So that definitely
Fair
could
enough. That's valid.
Yeah, so that really kind of concludes Saturday's games that I took notes on. Sunday had some pretty interesting stuff, though. So I mentioned I was at the Dolphins-Bears game, was able to take some of my own notes there. Interesting game. I forgot the Bears signed Case Keenum to a 1-year minimum to be the backup. I got to watch him throw a TD in my end zone, so that was super cool. However, there was also some other things that happened in my end zone, and I'll just start with it. Dolphins running back, my former Minnesota Viking, Alexander Mattison, is out for the season with a neck injury. That was also another bad tackle. He was going down, but went kind of head to neck first, planted into the I don't think it's turf in Chicago. I think it's actual grass. And then had to be evaluated. He walked off on his own, which I'll give him that. But I met his family actually too a few years back. Yeah, during COVID. I was at the Indianapolis game, and me and my buddies, we parked the car, and I'm looking over at the car next to us, and I just see 3 individuals wearing a number 2 jersey, and I'm like, that's a little odd that they're all wearing the backup running back's jersey. And so I'm like, I'll ask, but I'll get to it. And so we're in the seats, we're hanging out, and at the end of the game, and I have like a clip on my phone, but it's just a Snapchat, kind of blurry from my old phone. But the game ends, and the seats are half filled because it's COVID, and the Vikings are running into their end zone locker room there, and Dalvin Cook comes running up to the sidelines, and it's those same 3 people that I'm seeing there, and he's greeting them all, talking with them, and I'm trying to walk up now because I'm like, I want to say hi to Dalvin Cook, but security stopped me immediately and was like, you can't do that, you got to leave, and I'm like, whatever.
L security chat.
Yeah, well, COVID, they probably don't want me to give the players anything, but I was clean. So we're walking back out to the car. We get to the car there, and coincidentally, this family's there, and so I, as a Vikings fan, was like, "Hey, sorry we lost. It was a good game though." And I forgot to ask. I was like, "Hey, where'd you get your Alexander Madison jerseys?" She goes, "Oh, I'm actually his mother," and it was a cool moment. They're a very nice family. Alex is a very
Love
nice
to see
guy.
it.
He was also a great backup running back. Didn't succeed much after Cook left. But
He's not much of a starter, but he can fill in. The
he's
spot
definitely
when-
that 1-2 punch.
Yeah, he can
Absolutely.
fill it in when you need him to. So
Yeah, and it was exciting to see that he had the opportunity in Miami because they're always that 3 back there, Devon, whoever, and Madison was fighting for that backup spot there, which unfortunately, this
did not
injury,
work out well.
right. So hopefully it's a smooth recovery. He did have surgery and it was successful. They didn't disclose what the injury was, but with that kind of injury, I mean, Peyton Manning came back. If it's anything similar to that, but neck injuries in football.
Let's just hope Madison's forehead does not grow to the size that Manning's did. So
Well, that was always Peyton's normal head.
it got a lot bigger after that surgery. I don't know, a little sauce.
That sounds like a comment of a Patriots fan.
I
Jeez.
don't know, PEDs.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I don't believe it, but there are people out there that think he took PEDs.
It was just his head,
That
though.
was
Like,
an
it makes
effect.
sense if he got,
Yeah.
muscular growth, but
I don't believe it. I
Who
was
do I
just
know?
throwing it out there as a joke.
I'm no doctor.
So
But yeah, so let alone Alex injury, but Quinn Ewers had a rough start. To be fair, and it was kind of funny. So they start off with Tua in, they get their running touchdown with Alexander Madison, of all people, and then they bring in someone who I forgot they signed. Zach Wilson is the backup quarterback in Miami right now.
what's going on in Miami?
And boy, man, was that something. But he didn't do as bad as Quinn, though. Quinn was 5 of 18.
Oh, 5 for 18.
5 for 18, 91 passing yards, and 2 strip sacks. So, yeah, not good.
He's really fallen apart after that second injury. He's just at Texas. He really just derailed. He should have stayed for another year, but
At least.
not stayed at Texas, but he should have transferred because Arch was obviously going to take over this year or leave. So, and
Yeah.
Texas didn't want him to leave, so he should have stayed in college, in my opinion. But it is what it is. So
Be what it be. Yeah, no. He could have pulled the Carson back and went to Miami.
that's true.
So-
Yeah, it's not going to go well for him.
No. But
Overrated.
hey, I hope for the best for Quinn. I've got a few of his rookie cards. I almost brought some with me just to have him try to sign it. But there was no way that card was making it out of that game without it being crumpled and wet and sweaty from being in my pocket. So
You would have fumbled it anyway, clearly. So
good point. The last player note I have here for the preseason is Trey Lance a preseason GOAT? 2-0
of
right
course,
now.
you saw my text. I said he's the greatest quarterback of all time.
Yeah, that's right.
Look out,
That's right.
Tom.
He did only have a 60.1 passer rating, but he did have 7 carries for 48 yards and a rushing
Goodness
touchdown.
sakes. Give this man a chance.
Well, I got a weird feeling that Harbaugh could pull a page out of the Saints and use him as how they used who was
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, why not, right? Why not put him in for a few plays a game, let him do some QB sneaks?
I would utilize him in the QB sneak situation all day, every day.
Nothing
Try-
against Justin, but I think you got to prioritize his health and hope he
Well,
doesn't
this
get
is
hurt.
what more teams should do. Do QB sneak when you got a yard. Put your backup in.
True.
So,
Yeah.
sorry to the backups, but you want to play? That's the way you get in. And if you risk injury, you risk injury.
We'll
but,
find another backup. Simple as that.
That's the business, man. But I'm not gonna throw my starter unless, of course, Tom Brady was phenomenal at it. I'm just saying. But
It's true.
But yeah, Trey Lance, throw him in there, and you know what? Maybe do some Wildcat stuff with him. I don't know. Harbaugh is a big running guy. He likes to run the ball a lot.
True.
so.
Very true. I'm very excited for Najee Harris, by the way. I know we'll probably do it at some point. If we don't do it here on the podcast, maybe a Twitch live with a few of our guys, me, you, Nick, and maybe one of our other friends, some fantasy talk, and do an episode like that. But Najee Harris, all 4 years of his career, has had 1,000 rushing yards. So I've got my eye on him. I know he had his firework injury with his eye, but if that line, even without Slater, can produce, I have no doubt that he can have a J.K. Dobbins kind of year that they had last year, and
Loved J.K. last year.
that luck keeps going. Not the greatest pass catching running back, but as long as he
could improve in this new system.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, to be fair, he
Absolutely.
was in Pittsburgh, so not a lot going on there.
I can't remember who the other running backs are in that room for LA right now, but the
They
thing
drafted a rookie.
They did.
So
Yeah.
I think that'd be the one concern with going with Najee. How much is he going to take over?
they got rid of J.K. and Gus, right? They're both gone.
J.K. went to
One of them went to the
Denver.
Broncos. Yeah.
I don't know about Gus.
So, fair enough. So we'll see. Yeah, no, I just know with Pittsburgh, it was Najee was kind of the power back, and then
Yeah,
Jalen
front
was
guys,
the
yeah.
pass. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. I know that was really most of my preseason week 1 high lows there. I do have one more low, and I do have a video. I'm not showing this in the fact of I want to show an injury and kind of make some views off of it. I'm showing it kind of leading into some of our leeway here for my next conversation. So I know this was a cornerback, I believe, for Detroit in the Falcons game.
Oh yeah,
This is the play that the game got
bad.
suspended for. So let's take a look. This is someone's recording from the game. As you could see, I think it was a helmet to knee.
Helmet to knee. It was helmet to knee. He gets knocked out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Man.
That's so bad.
He, I think, is doing okay since this. I think
Good to know.
he released a statement.
Bless him.
I do have the 1B to this video. There was another fan in the stadium who got a video of the medical team checking on him, and gosh, man.
A lot of it.
And what?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hop over to the other L Captain video. Here we go.
that's other videos.
So this is the medical staff catching up, seeing how he's doing, but just seeing him just seize out, and you could tell he's kind of ragdolled there. Very scary. Very similar to some of the Tua injuries we've seen in the past. So you could tell it's definitely something serious.
No kidding. He's seizing on the field.
Thank you.
I think it's pretty serious.
This is just one of my, let's not be so afraid to maybe wear a Guardian cap nowadays.
Yeah, you need the that or like the horse collar to keep your head from snapping back that far.
True. True. Yeah. So prayers up for him. Obviously I can't do anything about it from here, but I will definitely raise that awareness. I'm glad they suspended the game. I think this is a very valid reason to suspend a game.
It's preseason. It's not a huge deal. So I mean, if something like a freak accident like this happens, there's no reason to continue. Just
True.
No incentive, especially you're late in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen enough. There's literally no reason to continue forward.
True. Yeah. No. And that was kind of moving on to my next points was so also again bringing up the Bears-Dolphins game. There was no overtime, and I forgot in 2021 that they eliminated the overtime in preseason.
Good. It's stupid to go in overtime in preseason.
I disagree. And the reason I disagree, so first of all, I also kind of disagree with them removing the 4th preseason game, which was also in 2021. And the reason I say this is because there are so many players who are still fighting to make a roster. I think the overtime matters for that specific moment. Give them the extra chance first and foremost. But if they're going to use, and I think a prime example right now in the preseason is they're testing out, I got to flip the page. They are testing out the chain gang, the virtual chain gang. They're using Sony Hawkeye technology, which is like 8K cameras. And basically they're optically measuring the ball position. Makes me laugh, though. A chain gang is still present in the stadium, though, in case the technology fails. So, boy, if that's not the best backup job I can think of, I don't know what is.
Clipboard Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, like, when is the tech going to fail, right? Like, unless there's, like, an EMP that goes off and...
Y2K.
True.
But for 2026.
True.
Y2K26.
So, yeah, my first 2 points there were my overtime and the game 4.
Yeah, I think for me, on the overtime thing, I mean, I agree with you. They should have kept the 4th preseason game.
Yeah.
Because you do take a lot out of guys fighting for that last position out of that. But I don't think overtime is really adding any additional value when you're pretty much already showcasing a decent amount of guys that are, your starters, and especially in the first game, aren't really playing much outside of maybe a series or two. So
True.
I don't think an extra 10, 15 minutes is really going to showcase a whole lot more, other than maybe you could see who's clutch and when you need them most, I suppose. But I don't think overtime's necessarily needed. Or if you do it, maybe just cut the time in half.
True, sure.
So you don't need a full overtime in preseason.
To your point, in the 4 years and 1 week of the 3 games, no overtime, including this last week, only 6 games have ended in a tie due to this rule change. So it's definitely a very small sample size, and I completely agree with you there. The main reason was to prioritize safety, and I think that injury is in Exhibit A as to why they did it.
With how much has been happening, I think it's a smart move not to do overtime.
For sure.
Because there are a lot of injuries in this first preseason game.
Definitely. Definitely. I know, like I mentioned, I'm really high on those players trying to make a point and prove themselves there. I think it wouldn't be bad to use overtime in the sense of practicing these new overtime rules, right? Because now I think both teams get a chance.
Regardless, yeah, I'm so glad they did that, because the inconsistency was making me so mad. You're going to do this whole Mickey Mouse, one team gets the ball, both teams get the ball in the postseason, but you're not going to do it for the regular season, acting like, if you had to go to overtime and it's determining a playoff spot between two teams and the first team scores a touchdown, that's it. So you're going to, but you're using logic saying it's not fair in the postseason. But the regular season was just fine. I was like,
right.
That really bothered me. So I'm glad they fixed it out. I'm still not a huge fan of it, period. In my opinion, you can't figure it out in 60 minutes. That's on you. But I prefer consistency.
I agree.
So if you're going to do it one way, you got to do it the whole way.
That's true. Well, and even then, I feel like it matters more in the postseason, because that decides your season.
It does matter in the postseason. I'm not denying that. But, I didn't like the fact that it was, not the same for the regular season. So the only rule that I'm fine with in not being consistent in postseason, regular season, is the extra base runner in baseball. If you did that in postseason, that would mess things up so much.
Who's getting these Hawkeye? Is that what you said? Hawkeye?
Yep.
Sony Hawkeye?
That's right.
Who's getting those? Every stadium?
Every stadium.
Okay. So that replaces the human element in the chain gang,
Correct.
which arguably can decide games.
Yes.
Okay.
True.
So if an entire organization, which NFL is a gigantic organization, can make that decision, why can't they just switch to that? What do you call it? The umpire.
I'm glad you
system.
said that,
Robot umpire.
because to your point, if the human element can mess up a game, and we've seen it in the past before, where they're either too short and they say, oh, sorry, it's first down for the other team. Or on the other end of it, if they actually are like a hair past the line and the chain gang goes, oh, it's actually short, they can mess that up, no problem. There could be the element to ensure human. Obviously, there has to be an integrity for it. But now with sports betting, how many times have those chain gangs maybe had money on the line or an opportunity?
Definitely had money. It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to make a mistake when you're an ump.
True.
The ball's coming at you 95 miles an hour. I'd miss one from time to time. How do you miss something like on a chain gang? It's not that. I mean, if it's
typically
like centimeters, I could understand. But that one game with South Carolina, where JV and Clowney, the next play, drilled that guy to force a fumble. But that was the one where they were clearly short, and they said he was first down. Those guys had money on it.
So to that point, because it's the line judge who places the ball.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't be throwing some shade at the chain gang, 'cause all they have to do is run out there with the chain. It's whoever's putting that ball down.
Yeah, true.
So
it's not necessarily on the chain gang, but yeah. I
so
got you.
to add to that human element, but also maybe another hot take of mine, we got to keep an eye on these line judges, because I think they're measuring from where the line judge is putting the ball still, and it's using the 8K technology. But how difficult would it be for New York to send a call down to be like, we got to mark that ball short. We have to do that. Like this,
It's a good point.
is New York talking to Vegas?
I never thought about that. I'm not that big of a conehead, tinfoil conspiracy, as Nick would say. But it is certainly worth throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Definitely have to keep our eyes out for whenever one is botched in the new era that we're about to go through. And,
I'm going to
throw
be keeping
out
an eye.
the question. So,
Yeah.
But hopefully, New York does its job and makes the right call 10 times out of 10.
Fingers crossed.
So, but
Fingers crossed.
we know sometime it's going to be messed up, and it's going to be an AFC Championship game or Super Bowl, or it's going to be a big game when it first happens. I guarantee it.
I am excited that we're doing the podcast now because last year, and I can't wait to bring these up, especially as a Vikings fan. And I mean, you've gotten my texts numerous times about the refs being wrong. One thing that drives me absolutely bonkers is when I'm watching a game, and I think a prime example from like last year was when Sam Darnold fumbled during the Indy game. You can clearly see it's a face mask, but the refs say, nope, clean sack, it was a fumble. But when they talk to Brandino in New York, he goes, well, guys, you can clearly see the face mask. That's a missed call. So overrule it, dude. Like, what are we doing here? You can't just say that's a bad judgment.
This is where, if you're going to do challenging, you got to challenge everything.
Or just take the mic out of New York and don't let them prove them wrong.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, the fact that we're, you can't challenge a missed face mask. You can't challenge a missed holding call. Like, I mean, what are we doing? Like, there's been so many calls where a guy gets the face mask and nothing.
Nope.
Or vice versa. Got hit by air. Face mask. I was just like, what are we doing? So
Phantom.
If we're gonna be doing the challenge system, gotta challenge everything. That goes for MLB too. I want to challenge balls and strikes. Maybe limit how many you can, but I mean, it's ridiculous that we don't have a system in place. They do in AAA, but we need to start implementing this because there's so many calls that are just getting missed. There's like, you could very easily overturn this in 2 seconds.
True. Yeah. Hey, how about that new female ump who missed her first strike?
To her credit, I will give her to her credit. Looked at her scorecard, and it was pretty respectable for her first game. I mean, she her ball's consistency. I think she was close to. I think she was 100% on ball consistency.
Got it.
It was a strike consistency, which she didn't do super hot on. But yeah, not beating the allegations when your very first pitch is a clear ball. She called the strike.
It just the comments that people were making were
bad.
They're bad. Some of them were funny, dude. It just goes to show you how important inches are, right? Like,
darn right.
That's
2 inches, massive.
It's huge. It's a huge difference.
Inches are obviously not super important to her.
Well, anyway. Oh boy, yeah. Well, hopefully she has a good career because all those Angela Hernandez tweets I was seeing.
It's crazy that she just not botched that first pitch.
She'd be fine.
She would have been all right, but because it was
let's be fair.
Very first pitch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair though, to be in the fairest form of this, someone would have said something. Someone would have found the one error.
I don't think it would have blown up to the proportion that it has because of the fact it was the very first pitch.
I agree with that.
So
yeah,
I'm sure I'm not denying someone would have memed on her, but I don't know if the Angela Hernandez's comments would have blown up as much if it wasn't the very first pitch that she screwed up. So
very true.
Even if it was close. And she messed it up. I don't think it would have been this bad. It's just the fact it was the first pitch and it was like 3-4 inches off.
No doubt.
It was not close.
No doubt.
But,
no, well, I mean, I guess we're talking about MLB now. I guess let's just throw our curveball and just keep on moving, huh?
Why not?
We got another big story out of a very big player in the MLB this week.
Oh, yeah, we do. He's guilty. Guilty before proven innocent.
I don't know how many more people can take a fall for this guy.
His agent, his parents,
his translator,
dog, his
neighbor,
his second translator.
No, but just give it time. Give it time.
Oh my goodness. Dave Roberts, his manager.
Well, if they keep losing, he might take a fall for him.
Mookie Betts. That could be another bet cover up. It's right there.
Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
I mean,
he couldn't do Freddie like that.
No.
If
they do, he's going back to Atlanta.
He'd be cooked if he set up Freddie. If he set up Freddie, people would get on him.
Yeah.
Freddie's too nice of a guy.
Yeah, no. The most likable Dodger.
Literally, only likable Dodger. So.
All right. I'm not,
Kershaw, I lied. Kershaw's a good guy.
There you go. I was going to argue that, but I'm glad we figured it out. Yeah, so this one is not a gambling probe. It was a real estate lawsuit. So according to the New York Times, Sam Blum, this dispute, or I guess lawsuit, was two Hawaii-based real estate developers are suing Dodger superstar Shohei Ohtani and his agent, Nez Balelo, claiming Balelo got them fired from a $240 million luxury housing project that was a decade plus in the making. Now, I was listening to the radio this morning. Okay. Kind of an error on my part, maybe not. I don't know. But Colin Cowherd brought up a point.
Well, yeah, it was a mistake. It was Colin.
Well, let me tell you why.
Why Baker is the worst quarterback to ever exist.
I don't know. He might think Caleb's worse now, if you've listened to anything recent.
Yeah.
But his point to all of this, before I read any more of these quotes from the Times, this was 11 years already existing, and then Shohei shows up, and then there's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a fair point. However, the lawsuit claims that Balelo, employed by Creative Arts Agency, conducted a calculated and unlawful scheme to interfere with the development of which Ohtani was a public-facing sponsor. Ohtani purchased a $17 million home in the development, part of the Mauna Kea Resort. The plaintiffs claim that Baleo and Ohtani exploited their celebrity leverage to destabilize and ultimately dismantle the plaintiff's role in the project for no other reason other than financial self-interest. They had been brought onto the project, according to the filing, solely for Ohtani's promotional and branding value.
Dude, get a new PR team. What is Ohtani doing?
So, and this is a big point.
Insane.
If they're actually going to ride out on the promotional and branding value, let me pinpoint something that I did not know until I dug into this. Ohtani will likely earn $100 million in endorsements this year,
and he's gonna double that in Vegas
and Hawaii, apparently.
Yeah, unbelievable.
The next closest baseball star to earn any endorsements is Aaron Judge at $7 million.
Oh my word.
So.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
Out of Hawaii, no less.
Well, I mean, but yeah, no, $100 million, shocking.
Must be
nice. Don't get me wrong, he's the face of the league, and then Judge is clearly a 1B, but the fact that it's that large of a gap, wild.
That is
wild.
Our justice system, innocent before proven guilty, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm not going to go crazy conspiracy on you, Shohei, but it's getting a little weird now. You gambling probe, now this, dude, you might want to lay low for a while. You might want to pull a Michael Jordan. Just retire.
You might want to land on the 10-day IL.
Yeah, just retire for 2 to 3 years. Go play tennis. I don't know. What was your number 2 sport that you played in Japan? Fishing? I don't know. I don't know what else Japanese people do.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Well, he's Japanese.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I don't know what he does.
Go ahead. Keep going.
But
it's hot mic's on you, dude. Go ahead.
But hey, yeah, just lay low, Shohei. Just lay low.
Fuck you, Dolphin, and fuck you, Will.
All right.
You started it.
I didn't say that.
Right,
you
man.
finished it. Maybe I started it, but you finished
Apparently,
it.
that's all people do in Japan.
Yeah, darn right.
According to South Park. According to South Park. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with this whole lawsuit. The only thing that's suspicious to me is they have a gambling probe. Interpreter takes the fall. Now there's a real estate lawsuit, and his agent takes the fall.
Yeah.
So at what point do you just take accountability and go, man, I'm surrounding myself with the worst people?
It would just depend on the agent for me too. If this is Scott Boras, I would totally believe it was just him because that dude's a total
all he wants is
scumbag.
money.
So if this was Scott, I'd be like, all right, Ohtani, I do actually believe you weren't involved in this because that dude will get every last penny out of anything.
Which is funny because I feel like, was it 2 years ago where I think the 3 pitchers I'm thinking of that I think you'll confirm or deny for me. The first one was Jordan Montgomery, right? Was he a Scott? Yeah. And then Michael Lorenzen. I think.
I have no idea if that's his agent or not.
That's fair. I just know that those were like the three holdouts.
A vast majority of players that if they're holding out, they're probably a Boras agent.
Yeah, and that was my point. So I mean, I can prove myself wrong here in a little bit whenever this video comes out, but it's just I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
I'd be surprised.
100%.
So please let this sink Shohei in the MVP vote. Like, please. Pete Crow is holding on by a hair
Schwarber,
to second.
you need to do something other than hit home runs.
Well, Tatis is
Please.
climbing. I think he's number 3 now in the race.
Yeah, Schwarber's cooked. Oh, man.
Well, if he would be, man. Well, he's also DH, right? So, I mean, you can't really prove anything with Schwarber.
Yeah,
So-
no, you can't. But, well, sort of. I mean, Ortiz's WAR was a lot better
offensive.
than this.
True. All right.
Because Ortiz wasn't, striking out 90% of the time. Now, he might have also been roiding up. But, Schwarber, dude.
Big Poppy.
Well, he was found on the report. I thought he was the only one that tested positive. He just got in because he's a likable guy, I guess. I don't know.
So the Big and
Not-
Big
or
Poppy
non-Yankee.
was medically enhanced.
It's supposedly, yeah.
Wow.
That's what I was told.
Darn shame.
So, yeah.
Darn shame.
Yankees lose.
Woo. Yeah. I don't know why I'm plugging this right now, but we're going to be posting, hopefully, if it's not already out, it'll be dropping right after this episode. Our very first card opening, as you can see all of our interests and hobbies behind us. And I'm pretty sure I pulled a David Ortiz Jr. and I was like, I got Lil Poppy.
Let's go.
And so for forever, if this guy actually makes the league, he's going to be Lil Poppy.
Is he with an organization right now, or is he?
Yeah. I don't know who. It might be the Rangers. It might
Rangers?
be. I could. Hey, can you look up who David Ortiz Jr. is under contract with right now?
I know
Oh,
there's a
dude, we
loser.
forgot the 70-yard field goal.
We could still do it.
That's
we're
late, we
still
forgot about it.
rolling.
I know. We'll yeah. Before we hit back into it, we'll hit a little road bump, a little speed bump.
Contract. Let's see. It says signed with the
Texas Rangers.
Nope. Yeah. Okay.
This is the David Ortiz.
That's his dad, and this was a
Oh,
long
my
time
bad.
ago. Yeah, we saw what we wanted to find.
Yep.
So
Yep.
he is with the Rangers.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, Cam Little. Do we consider the preseason to be a record set? Because that field goal was a
For
record.
90% of things, no. I feel like for
This
this,
should count. This should count.
absolutely, this should count.
Um,
This is impressive beyond all means. I mean,
Yeah.
he had room to spare.
Did he really? I didn't watch it. Adam, can you
Yeah,
pull up the Cam Little field
he
goal?
had an extra yard or two for sure.
Oh,
There were some people
yeah.
that said that he had like 7 or 8. I was like, no.
Well, you
But,
weren't. That's a lot of yards.
yeah, that is a lot. That's
a
a,
lot of yards.
massive amount of yards. But
I mean, so is 1 yard, but
yeah, I agree.
all yards are big yards
Yeah. All yards got great personality. That's for sure.
and confidence.
And confidence. All right, here we go. Boom. I mean,
Oh, that's clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
definitely could have had a 72.
He could have had a 72 for sure. Maybe 73 if he did a Tucker. Just bounce it off up and in.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking of.
That's on you, man. Look, I know Tucker's not a good guy right now, but when it's come to kicking field goals, that's
That
what
man knows
you
ball.
people should know what I'm talking about. So, anything else?
Who's you people?
The NFL fans.
All right. All right. What do you mean by that?
What do you mean?
Yeah. Back to baseball, huh? Yeah. So we'll see what happens with the Shohei ordeal. I'm sure we'll keep up with that within the next few weeks. Speaking of other big stories right now, I mean, I guess we're Chicago. We got to talk about them. We talked about them last week. We talked about your whole little hate section, but Cade Horton on fire.
Yeah, you
right
guys
now.
are freaking out about not getting a 5th pitcher, and of course, granted, I'm sure Cade has moved up in the rotation now, but the dude's been a beast. He's just been out of this world, and had a nice start. Who did he just pitch against recently? Just the other day,
Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah.
And I just like to point out for anyone that was in the Yahoo comment section of Cade Horton, all you were saying bench, bench, bench. You know what I said? I said Toronto's not been hot lately. They've lost to Baltimore. They lost to Kansas City. Yes, they put up 45 in Colorado. Newsflash, it's Colorado.
True.
You can't use Colorado as evidence that they're a hot team. And what a surprise. I started Cade 5.2. I was mad I didn't get the quality start, but
True.
I don't think he had a lot of run.
That was against the Cardinals.
So, against the Cardinals?
For the 5.2. Yeah.
Oh.
So just to give you a little stats. So
Okay.
he's had 24 strikeouts in his last 5 games. 8 of them were against Toronto, which was a career high
That's
for him.
right. He had a lot of strikeouts versus Toronto. That's
So,
right.
yeah, 28.1 consecutive scoreless innings for Cade.
Unbelievable.
As a rookie, that's huge. I mean,
Unbelievable.
I think that surpasses Paul Skeens. I think it's an MLB record if it's not a Chicago record. But I guess I have to defend myself a little bit here because you're saying you guys were arguing about not getting a 5th pitcher. My argument was pitching depth, and Soroka is not good pitching depth.
No, that's fair.
I will die on that
That's
hill.
fair. That's fair. I take back my statement.
It's you now.
That's
The
fair.
guy who's not here to defend himself, I will throw under the bus. He wanted a 5th pitcher.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, bud. But yeah, no. Cade's having a fantastic year. I almost feel like he's stepping into the ace role. I mean, nothing against Matthew Boyd, but Boyd's been kind of slumping lately.
Well, he pitched great today.
Thankfully, although we lost.
He went 7. Yeah, he had a lot of homer to Vlad Guerrero, which was unfortunate. I really needed that win, but yeah, I think he had 1 or 2 rocky starts. That was bound to happen. He was pitching out of his mind.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Yeah, I'd still say Imanaga has the ace role locked up.
I'd agree.
Despite missing
I know.
half
I
the
would
year, but
1,000%
he's number
agree
1.
with you.
Boyd's number 2. But Horton definitely could take number 3. Depends what happens next year with Steele coming back.
Well, at this point,
recovers,
I'm worried about right now. So he's got
fair.
3.
So right now, Horton's definitely got 3 locked up.
Yeah,
That's
would say
a good playoff rotation right there.
for sure. And then I think it drops down to maybe 4 and 5. Javi just came back, didn't have the best start, but he pitched the full 5 innings. So he would be a good maybe. I would assume no matter what, he's got the 4th. Number 5 would be, I can't think of his name right now.
But
oh well. Those
That's
4.
That's the problem right now. That was what Nick was saying.
No, of
But
course.
Tyon or whatever is supposed to be
Jameson.
going.
Yeah. No, he would be number 5. He would be. I haven't been the biggest fan of him, but I mean, I can't. He had a good start to the year, and then he got injured. But that sounds about right for the
Keep
Cubs
the
right
pitchers
now.
healthy, Chicago. Come on.
Yeah, but it's great. Cade is also moving up in the NL Rookie of the Year. Unfortunately, there's a left fielder in Milwaukee. I think Isaac Collins, who's holding that down, and I don't see the hype for that.
It's Baldwin. It's the catcher that's got it locked down.
Well, I just read the article on ESPN, so I mean, it could just be ESPN being wrong.
Collins is heating up, but Baldwin's got it locked up by a mile.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been clear cut Rookie of the Year favorite.
Sure. Well, Kurtz is moving. I think he's actually in the lead right now for the AL.
Kurtz is AL. And
Yeah.
Kurtz is gonna win it by a million miles. I mean, the fact that Jacob Wilson right now, I checked the odds. Jacob Wilson's still 2nd, and he's missed like a month. So if he's granted, he shouldn't be. There have been a couple guys that have been. I think there's a pitcher that's been doing really well, and I forgot his name. Pearson.
Noah Cameron for
Noah
the Royals.
Cameron, thank you.
He's the number 2 right now.
He should definitely move up. He's having a really good year, but
Right on, man.
Kurtz is locked in. That dude's a monster.
It's going to be an exciting finish to the year, I feel like. I mean, I just hope that the Cubs can make the playoffs. But it's looking like a slump.
You're concerned they're gonna miss?
With the fact that we're only, I think the last 3 series we've had have been a 1-2. And if
I wouldn't sweat it.
I mean, like I said, just as soon as these bats come out of the slump, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
It's just
you look
rough.
at the teams that are locked in. The Mets are ice cold, so that's helping you.
True.
The Marlins, they're not going to get in.
No.
I'm kind of pulling for them, but they're not going to get in.
No.
There's nobody in the NL West besides the Padres, so it's going to be.
Well, unless the Padres take it, and then in which case it's the Dodgers.
You know, that's a good point. I forgot the Padres did overtake for first place right now. not confident they'll keep it that way, but let's hope so. But
I agree.
Regardless, it's those two. It's it's Chicago and Milwaukee, and it's the Phillies and Mets. I think if anything, right now the Mets should be concerned. They have been.
It is all about the Mets.
Horrible. Yeah, hit a home run, baby. Come on, it's all about the Mets.
I know. I don't know, man. I mean, we're in August. We're getting close to September.
No.
Cardinals could pull Cardinals stuff.
They just lost a series to the Rockies. I don't think it's happening.
All right.
I put some fear into you, gentlemen, and I don't think it's happening this year.
That's okay.
So that's good.
Okay.
So it's I don't think it's happening. Cincinnati might. They are creeping up. There's only a few games behind Chicago now. So
Fair enough. I think we also got to give a quick shout out too to our running bit for baseball. Hey Adam, can you pull up the White Sox record right now? I just want to see how many wins they're at.
They're at 44, I think.
They're around 44.
I think they're at that win percentage Nick mentioned. I think they said 364, 365, something like that.
That's 2024. Can you go to the live?
I can't believe it pulled up last year instead of pulling up right now. That's because you just typed in White Sox record. 44 and 77.
44 and 77.
Yeah, so they're still right at the percentage Nick mentioned where it's going to be like 59.5, 60.
Hey, speaking of stuff that we have mentioned, and this is kind of a fun point because you disagreed with me during the trade deadline part 1, which was episode 4. So if you haven't seen it, please go watch it. It's out there. It's good stuff. You mentioned Seattle as sellers. I mentioned them as buyers.
Cook on.
And here we are. I think they're tied with Houston right now for first in the division.
To be fair, they improved their roster, and I wasn't a big fan of them doing that.
Sure.
So adding those additions have helped. I'm not a huge fan of them doing it just because they're not going to go anywhere.
They also, to be fair,
but they're cooking right now.
They're
I'll give Seattle credit.
They have 44 stolen bases since last month. So I guess within a 30-day span.
I have no idea if that's good or not. I'm going to imagine that's good.
I don't think any other team's close. I think the next closest team's around 28.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Yeah, they're very, very hot right now. And good for it.
Good for you know, I would love to see him in a World Series. I know America's pulling for Seattle out of the AL. I know a lot of people are pulling for Milwaukee. Not saying this room is, but I saw on X that was like America's World Series, Brewers.
Although
Mariners.
I would love to know: is there a way we could pull up without logging into something like DraftKings or FanDuel? I just want to see if we can predict what the odds would be for a Seattle and Milwaukee. I was gonna say Super Bowl World Series.
Darn right.
I'm so excited for football.
Well,
football
Brewers are probably. I still imagine they're not.
Go to DraftKings or FanDuel.
I imagine they might not actually be first just because they feel more confident the Dodgers will bounce them out. But they got to be number 2.
Go to home.
Probably already on home.
Oh. MLB odds. Go to there. Okay. Do scroll with the arrow right there where it says first inning. Go down.
Yep. World Series.
Oh, this is just okay. Scroll a little bit farther.
Seattle
down.
is number 2. Holy crap!
Go up again. Do specials. I want to see. Specials.
I'm sorry. No,
I just want to try that out.
They're
No.
number 3.
Right next to champion. To win.
They think it's so the people think it's going to be a first time winner.
Okay, winning division. Keep scrolling. That's it. Try FanDuel. FanDuel usually has the things where I can check, this will be the outcome.
Well, regardless, we just saw
they are third.
Seattle that's crazy.
Which is good. I'm very, very excited for that.
I'm just a believer in the narrative.
If we don't see it, we don't see it.
Screw it up.
But
that's always been my logic, and but we'll see. I mean, they're hot, and to get to the World Series, usually more often than not, you got to be hot at the right time. And if Seattle rolls in September, winning 7-8 in a row, steal the division, anything can happen.
Exact result. So or actually close this real quick. Try one more under this because exact result would be fun though. But name the finalists. So if we do Seattle versus Milwaukee or Milwaukee versus Seattle, whichever one pops up first. Yeah, hit that show more button. Brewers.
I was gonna say,
Oh.
there you go. I'm just
There you go. 2,500 is
2,500.
not as
Wow.
big of odds as I thought it was going to be. But I guess Milwaukee's leading the division right now, so checks out. A Mets Red Sox would be wild.
Mets
10,000.
Red Sox would blow up the planet.
I mean, just think about this, dude. If you bet $5 on this, if the Mets
Bet $5 on everything.
That's... I don't tempt me, man. All it takes is one of these 25,000s to hit. I'm just saying. I mean,
Dude, do it.
no, I gotta buy more cards.
These guys priority set.
I'm a man of many tastes,
Oh
but
man, I draw the line at gambling.
yeah, $5 wins 2,500. Yeah.
Brewers Rays World Series would be.
That is interesting. That is, yeah. Talk about small market. Which, hey, I mean, if we get an NBA, MLB season, this could very well happen. Very well.
Very well could happen indeed,
Well-
especially in a sport that's full of randomness for sure.
No kidding. But I mean, I don't think we had any other videos to show. I think that kind of wraps up episode 6 here. I know next week, Nick will be back, and I know you're going to be in KC this week, so we'll have to get a little catch up on Thursday with all you guys traveling here. I'll be at the Cubs game Saturday, so we'll all have something to talk about. I know I mentioned we're going to have some card openings hitting the channel soon. We've got our Twitch. We've got our Atlanta Hawks build, so please check that out. Catch us live sometime. Nate and I are doing everything we can to bring a championship to Atlanta. Everything we can.
We're gonna trade Trey. I guarantee it.
It's coming. But we're not trying to give spoilers away. But be sure we're going to be posting.
Trey's getting traded.
Okay, well,
I'm just kidding.
this is a dictatorship, I see. But no. Check that out. Check out our TikTok, Instagram. We're going to be posting a lot of our YouTube shorts on there as well. And yeah, you know what? Check out our YouTube shorts. Maybe start there. You might find some little clips you like, and give us some content. But in terms of YouTube, like it, subscribe it, Instagram, X, follow it, share our stuff. Help us get some growth here. Make the algorithm appreciate the ball boys.
All right.
But yeah, no, I think without further ado, I think we should send these guys on their way and tell them to be here next week. Or else.
Nick, you better be here. We better have the whole crew next week.
That's true. If for any reason we
weeks in a
start
row.
off with a shrine or like an in memoriam, it's going to be
Not good.
it's gonna be sad.
It's gonna be real sad.
Very sad. But yeah, no. But again, thank you for watching, and be sure to check out our other content. Take it easy.
See ya.
Peace.